Hello, America. I have chosen to call myself American Rooster as a metaphor in an attempt to wake up America in today's events and things that are going on around us. Currently, we have a commander-in-chief who, in my belief, is not even from this country. I want to talk about strategic locations and planning for the war that's coming. This is not an if, this is when. Currently, there are 384,000 foreign troops in our country right now. A lot of their training is door-to-door search and seizures because, as many of you know, they want our guns. They're already doing it in Connecticut right now with these new laws passed, making people instant felons with no grandfather clause. And these foreign troops are working with the Department of Homeland Security, and they are all interacted in the FEMA camps. The coffins that probably many of you have seen. If you have not seen this stuff, research it yourself. There's enough evidence out there that the average citizen can find this out. I happen to have inside information, but anybody can find enough out to realize what's going on. And I strongly encourage you to do your own research. And I would like to talk about preparation. First of all, supplies. Food, water, medical supplies, fuel like gas and oil, transmission fluid, anything you need to run vehicles, and of course guns and ammunition. And right now, 22 long rifle is one of the hardest bullets to find anywhere, and there is a reason for this. There's a lot of controversy on why that is, but it is my understanding that it is being kept from us because everybody and their dog has a 22 in this country, and you can hold thousands of rounds on your person, which makes it a more lethal gun in that aspect. It may not be the most powerful round, but you can hold a lot of rounds and shoot them fast, and they're accurate. And everybody has one, like I said. Even if you have to pay $70, $80 for a 1,000-round box, I suggest you do it because you're not going to get any other kind of ammunition for that price, that many rounds. Now that doesn't. Now you should still stock up on your 223, AK-47, whatever you have, and definitely have a handgun and extra magazines. And to some people, this may sound crazy, but it is coming. They have underground tunnels built. Many of you have probably seen the massive amounts of military equipment, and these foreign troops are training on our American military equipment as we speak. And I assume that's because they know a lot of our own military men and women will not attack their own families and citizens. So they have a backup plan. And they will have some of the American military that will go right along with this, I'm sure, and obey orders like a good little soldier. Unconstitutionally, that is. But what I want to talk about is, I hear a lot of people saying, they can have my guns and bullets first. They come to my door and, well, what good does that do you? That does no good. Yeah, they may spark a revolution. Maybe, maybe not. You know, they're going to, how many people are they going to get first? My suggestion is you get as many people in your city, town, rural area together that you can trust, have at least monthly meetings or bi-weekly meetings, and organize for what is to come. And it is really good if you can have military, ex-military, people who are good at battle strategies. Plan for this, because it is coming. And when they come, you should have a meeting place, and I would say at least 3 meeting places, especially in the country would be ideal, but you also need places in the city where everybody can organize and get together in strategic locations. And that's where your military commanders come in to help you strategize this in case they quarantine the area and surround your city or town. Right now, the East Coast is the most dangerous. However, it's going to be a nationwide deal. I would suggest you get your commanders, pick somebody. You don't have to have military, but it would be nice to have them. But there are people out there with good imaginations and who can do this on their own. But the more people, the better. If you have a city of 40,000, if you can get at least 2,000 or 3,000, or even 500, when the crap hits the fan, then I'm sure others will be welcome, want to join you. But what I'm saying is everybody had weekly meetings, pitch in your money, buy your supplies, buy your energy sources, generators, wind power, solar power, whatever you need to be off the grid. Because when this happens, and if there's fighting, they're going to cut you off of the grid. You're not going to have electricity, running water, and all that. So you better be prepared for that beforehand. And this one door at a time, give them the bullets first strategy will not work. And they know people are going to do that, and believe me, they are prepared. What they are not as prepared for is if every city and town in this country were to start a small army within. We don't attack first, we wait for them to unconstitutionally attack us. And Department of Homeland Security currently says that they have to not follow the Constitution within 100 miles of our borders in the United States. Well, that in itself is not constitutional. Our constitutional is being destroyed a piece at a time. I don't know about you, but I've done my American history, and I believe in the Constitution, and the Constitution has not failed us. We have failed the Constitution. Our politicians have failed the Constitution. I'd also like to talk about voting. When it's time to vote, it's time to get new people in there. People who care. And Republicans and Democrats, they're like professional wrestlers. They get up there and trash each other on stage and party afterwards. None of them are on your side, but a very select few. And even many of them have their hands in the wrong pots. I'd also like to talk about radio communications, ham radios, CBs, ways that your groups within your town, let's say you have 4 strategic locations within your city, everybody needs to have radio communications, walkie-talkies, and stuff like that to communicate in the field and communicate with each other and tell each other what's going on and how to implement the strategies you've already put in place and change the strategies that you may have to, which is always the case in battles and wars. I, for one, am not just going to stand by and let my family and my children be slaves to the new system and the new world order. Wake up, America. It's time to wake up. For those of you who have not, do your research. Don't take my word on it. For those of you who are already awake, please take heed to this advice and organize together. Don't try to go solo. It will not work. This is the American Rooster.